everybody, and welcome to Comic Duo with me, Anthony.
I'm Mike, and I am here to tell you about Justice League.
New 52.
New 52 Justice League. Have you read it?
I have not.
I surely fucking hope you have. And if you haven't, man, anything New 52 right now, I'm in. I'm not sure about Green Lantern, because fuck Hal Jordan, sorry. But the New 52 has me hooked. And I've already done the Wonder Woman video, and now I'm doing the Justice League video. And I saw the movie first. It's called War. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, I saw the movie.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing as the book. The book is, of course, better. But this is both the beginning of a Justice League, where they all meet each other, and it's also an origin story for Cyborg.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah. Cyborg's like a main member now.
This is interesting. Well, we can't, not really. Nobody is a member of the Justice League
because it's not formed yet.
Right.
Gotcha.
So, the thing that I like about this book so much is
it starts with Batman.
It starts with Batman. How can you fucking not like a book that starts off with Batman? But the thing that I like about this book is the introduction of each character to another character and how they interact with each other upon first meeting. It starts off with Batman and Green Lantern. And Green Lantern is Hal Jordan, and this is a Green Lantern that I don't like. You're gonna find out that I hate Hal Jordan.
He's a Justice League cartoon show fanboy.
John Stewart, son, that's where it's at. John Stewart, that motherfucker walks into a room, and he commands respect. It's just one of those things, dude. That's John Stewart. Fuck Hal Jordan. Anyway, so Hal Jordan is an arrogant little prick, and Batman's just. And this is the great thing when you read this book, you find out that Batman already knows about everybody. He just hasn't met them yet. He just doesn't know what they're truly about. But he's finding out a lot about Green Lantern, and Green Lantern is this arrogant little asshole. There's actually a part where he takes the ring from him. And he's like, "How did you do that?" He's like, "You weren't concentrating." He's like, "You won't do that again." He's like, "I will if I want to." It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just...
He's like, "What's this do?"
Yeah.
My ring!
Yeah. It must be like concentration. You weren't concentrating. So, Batman is fucking with Green Lantern. And deservedly so. Green Lantern's a prick. He's just this arrogant little kid to me. And so they're fighting the beasts. There's this weird thing going on where they're placing these boxes, and they one of them ends up in Gotham. And so they're...
For Darkseid.
Yeah, and they come across... Yeah.
So Darkseid's the villain in this story.
So, yes, that's what we've come to establish as they come across one of these creatures, and he kind of like self-explodes and tries to take him out.
Baboosh.
Yeah.
That's the...
Baboosh.
That's the explosion sound.
Yeah, so they're, of course, like, what the fuck is this? And now we've got to investigate. So we go to, Victor. His name is Victor, I apologize.
Where you go, Vic?
Yeah, his name is Victor. And he plays for a football team. He's in high school. And there's a game going on. And he wins the game, and he calls his dad. And his dad and him are kind of, in a weird relationship. Because his dad doesn't really want anything to do with his football career. His dad's a brilliant scientist, and that's what he cares about. So that's kind of where we meet Cyborg, or Victor.
Yeah, he's just a kid.
Yeah, he's just a kid. And
some football kid.
Yeah, Green Lantern and Batman are still dealing with the issues in Gotham, and they decided they want to go to Metropolis because they want to talk to Superman, because this thing is alien. This box that is obviously alien. Well, they want to go talk to another alien, and that's the only one that they know.
Was it you?
And Superman, there's a weird battle which I don't think was necessary, but I guess I get the point that when they showed up, Superman was pissed.
Yeah.
And then they see this box, and he had already dealt with this creature that had the same box. So he's thinking, he's putting the two together, which that's why Superman's not the smartest person in the fucking world. But, so there's this fight, you know, him, Green Lantern, Batman. Batman, in my opinion, in this fight, while this whole thing is going on, I think Batman has heard everything he needs to hear about Superman, and now he's just testing it out in real life, in a real life situation. He's just seeing what Superman is truly made of, which all the rumors are true. He's alien and what's that word? Impenetrable. Wow.
You can't penetrate
You
Superman.
cannot penetrate Superman. He's impenetrable. Yeah. That was a really hard word to say. Anyway, so fucking this battle goes on, and Bruce is finally, or Batman is finally like, okay, stop. This is ridiculous. You know, Superman, we're not here to fight you. We're just trying to find out what this thing is. And Superman's like, well, I don't know. And yeah, that's right. They even the Flash shows up. See, that's one thing that I have to think about is like I'm talking about the book and not the movie, because the movie is you know, of course, different. But the book, yeah, Flash shows up because Flash and Green Lantern have apparently worked together before, and of course Flash is like, oh my God, Batman's real, and he's like, yeah, it's whatever. You know, the myth of Batman is still there, and nobody has met him yet until now. So they have a conversation, and you know, or before the conversation that they have, everybody is, okay, we can't hurt Superman. That's what we learned from this battle. We can't.
Yeah, they haven't discovered kryptonite yet.
Yeah, so obviously nobody knows about kryptonite. So now, okay, we're all on the same side. We're all trying to fight this evil, weird thing that's going on. We don't really know what's happening, but we need to figure it out. So yeah, when one of the boxes opened, it blew up in Victor. And that's kind of like the beginning, the end of Victor and the beginning of Cyborg.
And that's why he got all the cybernetic.
That's why he has to. Right. Because this thing blew him up and basically, I don't know if it killed him, but it almost killed him. He came really, really close to death. So then we're introduced to Wonder Woman, and this is kind of Wonder Woman's first experience in America. She's here to talk to the president.
She's never had ice cream.
She's never had ice cream. Yeah, she's. And the difference between the book and the movie, I don't know why they did this. In the book it was a black girl, and in the movie they did a white girl. I don't. That kind of bothers me a little bit. It's very strange why they would change the race of the little girl. I find that very disturbing. DC, you should really fix that. Anyway, so she's all warrior-esque, and she's at the White House, and the gates are just opening everywhere, and these beasts, Darkseid's warriors, are coming through all of them, and shit hits the fan. We got the Justice League. They're not the Justice League yet, but we got Superman, we got Batman, we got Flash, and we got Green Lantern. They're all battling these things. There's too many of them. Batman is...
That's exactly who you have on your shirt.
That is exactly who I have on my shirt. Batman is desperately trying to get people to go, okay, this is too much for us. We need to fall back and regroup. And of course, Green Lantern's an arrogant little prick, and Superman is doing his own thing because he's indestructible. He can't be defeated. And Flash is just trying to figure everything out for himself. And then it goes back and forth between, you know, these this big fight, and then
Wonder Woman yells back to Hades.
Back to Hades. It's going back and forth between the four guys.
Green Lantern calls dibs on Wonder Woman
and Cyborg. And eventually Wonder Woman finds her way back to the four guys, and so now it's the five of them. Of course, Green Lantern.
Yeah, Flash is like, oh wow.
Yeah,
and Green Lantern's like, dibs.
Yeah, it's like,
dibs, bro.
Fuck. Like,
they do make Hal Jordan kind of.
I'm telling you, he's a douche, dude. He's a
dibs,
douche.
bro.
I have never experienced Hal Jordan in a positive way except once. And that was The New Frontier, the DC movie that came out a long time ago. I don't know if you've ever watched that one, but that one is an amazing DC movie, or Justice League movie.
He wears khaki shorts and flip-flops.
Yeah, I like that guy, yeah.
Hat backwards.
Yeah, and, well, he wasn't like that. In
this
one, yeah, it's like just right out of college, just whatever, dude. So back and forth, you know, Cyborg is you know, his father is trying to save him, and he's being reconstructed by his father.
By nanites.
Yeah, nanites, and just shit is going all haywire and kooky. And then
Enter Aquaman.
here we go with Aquaman. This is where
badass Aquaman.
Yes, this is where we're introduced to Aquaman, and I'm so glad because I don't know much about Aquaman. You hear so much shit talked about Aquaman, but apparently he's a badass.
Aquaman's a fucking badass.
Apparently he's a badass.
He's pretty much as strong as Superman. He can definitely swim faster than Superman.
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah,
that's
so
something.
he shows up and he says, I see that we're fighting the same fight. Let's join forces. Who's in charge? I say me.
Yeah.
So he's straight out the bat. I'm in charge here. You know, I'm the leader. And they kind of have a dialogue, and he even says to the group, I look amongst you, I don't see a leader. And Batman says, well, you're not looking at me.
Hal Jordan was like, Aquaman? I thought Aquaman was a sketch on Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. So now there's the 6 of them, okay? And
Oh.
yeah, they
get attacked.
So what do you do, Aquaman?
Yeah.
And he shows them. And
he makes these giant sharks come up and
yeah.
eat the bad guys that are
He's
flying.
like, how did you do that? He's like, I just told them what to eat. So now we're getting a sense of what Aquaman can do and how he can contribute to the team or whatever like that, even though they're not a team. And by the way, Diana, Wonder Woman, is by far my favorite character out of this group. And I'm sorry, Batman, but she's just the warrior that wants to fuck shit up. She's not out of control, as in she's just killing everything. But she's the warrior that knows who the bad guy is.
She has her sword ready.
Yeah, she's a warrior that knows who the bad guy is and knows that they need to be defeated.
Oh.
And here comes Darkseid through the portal.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh man, double page spread of Darkseid. It's like,
Yes, and so
it's
now,
like Playboy, isn't
now
it?
we're done fighting the minions. Yeah, it's like Playboy.
Yeah.
Now we're
You'll be like, ooh, nice.
Darkseid.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know his head was so
now,
wrinkly.
so now we're done fighting the minions of Darkseid, and now we're off to fighting Darkseid. Oh shit! Well, what does Darkseid do? He shoots lasers out of his eyes that lock onto his target. So now we're just, oh my god! And Flash is like, holy shit! And of course, Flash and Superman get the first 2 beams. So
and he actually hits the Flash.
Well, no, he doesn't. He never hits the
Okay.
Flash.
Okay,
so,
I was gonna say,
so
that's
Flash
crazy.
is off, right?
Yeah.
And now Superman
he's
is
Superman.
off.
Okay.
So eventually, Flash does his little maneuver
Yeah.
and makes his beam go through a couple of bad guys. But Superman, see, what is Superman doing? He's flying around like a little arrogant little bitch, and he gets hit. It's like, really, dude, you're better. You could be smarter than that. Seriously.
Yeah.
So anyway, nobody's having any luck with this dude. Green Lantern is fucking trying his hardest to fucking get his, 25 cents in.
Oh, he breaks his arm.
And Darkseid is just not fucking having any of his shit. Yeah.
He makes a cast out of his.
He does.
Green
And
Lantern.
Batman's like, "What are you doing, you idiot? You're gonna get killed. Yeah, hang on, you're gonna get killed." And Green Lantern's like, "What the fuck do you know?" And
Why should I trust you?
Yeah, and so Batman's like, "All right, dude, I gotta fucking be a man to this kid." So he takes off his cowl and he's like, "I'm Bruce Wayne. We are men fighting amongst gods here."
Who the hell is Bruce Wayne?
Yeah. It's like, what?
Someone hasn't been to God.
But he's explaining to fucking Green Lantern, we are men amongst gods. You need to see this. I don't care if you have this ring or not. You're arrogant. You need to fucking lead. You need to be a leader.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, where the hell are you going? He's like, I'm going to get Superman. So he fucking calls upon one of the dudes and they take him to wherever they took Superman, because remember, Superman got hit by the beam. And so now Darkseid's guys have captured Superman.
Oh, like teleported him.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
To the
Oh, to what's it called?
Yeah, see, after the
It's like Homeworld, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, what's it called? Son of a bitch, dude! I just heard about that the other day.
So anyway, now Superman's captured. Batman's gone to get him. Green Lantern has to be the fucking leader. Arrogant little Green Lantern has to be the leader to get these people into battle. So he does his best, and of course Wonder Woman is all about it. She's just like, onward soldiers, let's kill this motherfucker. And so that they okay, what's the problem? Lasers coming out of his eyes. well, let's take out his eyes. So, of course, who fucking lays the first blow?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Right in the eye.
Right in the eye. She knew exactly what needed to be done and did it. She doesn't need a leader. She is a leader. And that's why Wonder Woman is somebody that you can look up to.
She's a positive female role
She
model.
is a positive, and she's a leader. That's what she fucking is. She's a true leader. She's a true...
Wonder Woman president.
That's true. That's a...
Wonder
yeah.
Woman's the first lady president. In my
Fuck
book.
Hillary, yeah. Princess Diana. So, Batman is trying, eventually, gets to where Superman is, and he's being tortured, and everybody else is fighting Darkseid, and they finally free Superman, and they have to go back through the portal, because they need their fucking car, they need their guy, and then their guy is Superman. And so, they go back through, and Darkseid is defeated, finally, after...
By Cyborg?
Yeah, Cyborg, Cyborg shows up, and he has all this information. He's actually spoken to their technology and all this other stuff, and he knows he has downloaded all the information about Darkseid that he needs.
Wow.
And that's kind of like their ace in the hole, is that how they're going to get Darkseid back through the portal back home.
So Cyborg is in fact a badass.
He is, yes, and I didn't like.
He's not like the Teen Titans Cyborg.
See, that's the thing is I don't like Cyborg because of Teen Titans, and I know a lot of people like Cyborg or Teen Titans, but I don't, and that's the reason why I didn't like Cyborg. But this is like, oh wow, this is a really good origin story of Cyborg. It made me go, okay, I can dig this character. This is what he can do. This is what he can offer. Okay, sold. I'm in. Cyborg is a badass. So he has all the information that they need to defeat Darkseid, and they do, and all this other stuff. And the ending is great because it has, after Darkseid has been defeated, they're having the president make an address with all 7 of them behind
end of every movie.
Yeah. Like it's Star Wars, it's the typical Star Wars fucking ending, but they're just not giving medals.
And you get a medal.
Yeah. You know who doesn't get a fucking medal? Chewie. Chewie doesn't get a fucking medal.
He's like
that.
No, they actually gave him a medal in the. They enhanced it. They gave him a medal.
That's true. So
you got the
anyway,
medal
the president is telling America and the world, hey, these are our heroes. And while he's telling them this, everybody's like, we're not a team. No, I got shit to do. I have things to take care of. This is a one-time thing. We are not a team. And who is the intelligent one that tells them, well, what if this happens again? Well, it's going to keep the police off of me. It's going to keep the Air Force off of you, Green Lantern. How this could benefit us. We kind of need to do this. We don't need to like be up each other's butt, but we could benefit from this, pay attention. And of course, he's the only one that's saying all this. But Flash is all about it too. He's just a dorky little kid, Flash or whatever. And so like, wait, we don't have a name. And then the president turns around and is like, so what is the name of your group? And he's like,
the Super
7. I was like, what the fuck?
The Super 7.
So, yeah, okay, now they're the Super 7. But still...
So if there was 4 of them, would they have been the Fantastic
Four? I guess. So, in the end, they began not knowing each other, the knowing of each other, but have never met. And then they meet and have to battle against this huge, intense force, Darkseid, become victorious over that, and then in the end still be like, you know what, we're not a team. We can't. This just wouldn't work. We don't like each other, and we got our own stuff to do. The end. So there it is. That was Justice League Vol.1.
Man, the art, dude.
The art is spectacular. I love all the fucking characters, man.
Oh, that's glorious.
That's beautiful right there. That is beautiful. Now, I do want to talk about the movie a little bit. The movie is exactly the same as the book. They're very tight on that story.
Except there's no Aquaman.
But the difference between the two is Shazam and Aquaman.
Yeah.
Instead of Aquaman, they have Shazam. It ties in with the Victor story, where he's a football player, the kid is a fan. I I don't know why they went with Shazam. They didn't need to. It doesn't make any sense. Of course, at the end of the movie, they do have the scene where the guy comes out of the water and says, "They've killed our father. We will wage war on the humans." And that ties into the Atlantis movie.
Yeah, Throne of Atlantis.
Yeah, which was a good movie, a great Aquaman.
So they just want to
movie.
make it more movies.
But listen, they had no fucking reason to switch Shazam with Aquaman.
Yeah.
They should have kept Aquaman. Been like, who is this guy Aquaman? Oh, we got a little bit of him. We got a tease of him.
Yeah.
Well, let's now find out what he's all about. Let's do the origin, or the Atlantis movie. Then, they could have figured it out. I think there could have been a better way. But yeah, so read the book. I don't care what order you do it. Read the book. Watch the movie. It's called War. You can get it on Vudu. Which is, by the way, where we get all of our videos, where I get all of my videos from. If you search Batman, Justice League, anything like that, a lot of stuff comes up.
And we don't get paid by Voodoo to say that. We just enjoy their service.
It's just convenient. I don't have to go somewhere and go, oh, they have Justice League movies. Voodoo has it. I buy them. Awesome. Read the book. Watch the movies. Watch all of the DC animated movies right now.
DC animated movies
because
are great.
Marvel has the live action going, but DC has the animation. You see, that's where the two are strongest right now. DC needs to catch up in the fucking cinematic universe, but I don't think they ever will. But whatever. I have the animations. I don't care. Read the book. Watch the movie. I guarantee you'll enjoy both. If you don't, we can't be friends.
So, that was Mike Talks Justice League New 52.
It was.
If you liked it, go ahead and give us a subscribe.
Maybe you're gonna like.
And we'll see you next time on Comic Duo.